Welcome back. Before we dove into the depths of the Four Hua, we were talking about 2025 having this almost paradoxical energy,
Right.
incredible advancements,
Yeah.
but potential pitfalls. A spotlight on brilliance, yet a need for resilience.
Right. It's like we're on this cosmic tightrope trying to balance progress with responsibility, innovation, with empathy.
Yeah.
How do we even begin to navigate that?
Well, the first thing to remember is that these transformations aren't operating in separate silos.
Hmm?
They interact, creating a dynamic system where one force can amplify or even clash with another.
Okay, so it's less like a checklist
Right.
and more like a complex recipe
Yeah.
where the ingredients can create something amazing, but you need to understand how they all work together.
A perfect analogy.
Okay.
For example,
This
think
is-
about Tian Ji,
Right.
the one about rapid technological progress.
Yeah.
It's exciting, but also has that warning about unintended consequences, especially if those advancements don't consider the well-being of women and families.
And that's where Tian Liang Quan steps in,
Yeah,
right?
I
A
know.
transformation focused on justice and empowered leadership.
Yeah.
It feels like a direct response to that potential for progress to go off the rails.
That desire for a fairer system,
Right.
for leaders to step up and address social issues, it can act as a counterbalance to the potential downsides of rapid innovation.
Okay.
It's about ensuring that progress benefits everyone, not just a select few.
I'm starting to see how these pieces fit together.
Yeah.
It's like a cosmic dance where one transformation pushes forward,
Yeah.
another pulls back,
In-
and somehow it all creates a dynamic equilibrium.
Beautifully put. And it's this interplay that makes 2025 so fascinating.
Yeah.
It's not just about predicting specific events, but understanding the broader forces at play
Okay.
and how they might shape the overall direction of things.
This makes me think about how these transformations might play out differently around the world. Could certain cultures or regions be more receptive to one transformation over another?
Absolutely.
Maybe even experience them in unique ways.
Imagine a culture that highly values technological advancement. They might fully embrace the possibilities of Tian Ji pushing the boundaries of innovation.
Right.
Meanwhile, a culture that emphasizes tradition and stability might proceed more cautiously,
Yeah.
focusing on the potential risks and ethical considerations.
And what about the influence of Zi Wei Dou Shu,
Yeah.
the Emperor Star transformation? Could its emphasis on knowledge and brilliance help bridge those cultural divides?
It's a fascinating possibility. Imagine increased international collaboration,
Wow.
with brilliant minds from all corners of the globe coming together to share knowledge, solve problems, and create something truly remarkable.
Yeah.
It suggests a future where cooperation rather than competition drives progress.
Okay, I'm getting chills.
Yeah.
But even with all this potential for positive change,
Right.
we can't forget about Tai Yin,
Yeah.
the one that brings the challenges. How do we prepare for those bumps in the road, especially when it comes to things like emotional well-being and personal relationships?
That's where individual resilience comes in. It's about building strong support systems, prioritizing self-care, and finding healthy ways to navigate emotional turbulence.
Yeah.
Remember, even amidst global shifts and exciting advancements, we can't neglect our own inner landscape.
So it's not just about watching these transformations play out on the world stage,
Right.
but also understanding how they resonate within ourselves.
Yeah.
It's like we're being asked to grow and evolve alongside these global changes.
Precisely. Zi Wei Dou Shu doesn't offer a passive view of the future. It highlights our agency, our ability to make choices that shape not only our own lives, but also the world around us.
This makes me think about all the listeners out there,
Yeah.
each with their own unique set of hopes, dreams, and maybe even fears about the future. If 2025 is going to be this year of intense transformation,
Right.
what advice would you give them?
That's a wonderful question.
How can they harness this energy for good?
Firstly, I would say embrace curiosity.
Okay.
The more you understand about these transformations, the better equipped you'll be to navigate them.
Yeah.
Secondly, prioritize self-care and build strong support systems. We need to be both mentally and emotionally resilient to weather potential challenges.
Right.
And finally, remember that you are not alone.
Okay.
We're all in this together, and by supporting each other, we can create a brighter future for everyone.
I love it. Okay. One last question before we wrap up.
Yeah.
Is there anything in Zi Wei Dou Shu that hints at what might lie beyond 2025? Are we just left hanging after this whirlwind year?
Well, Zi Wei Dou Shu emphasizes that time is cyclical,
Okay.
and these transformations are part of a larger pattern that's constantly unfolding.
Right.
While we focused on 2025, understanding these principles can offer insights into longer-term trends and help us navigate whatever lies ahead.
That's a relief. I was starting to get a bit of cosmic anxiety about what happens when the clock strikes midnight on December 31st, 2025.
It's natural to wonder about what comes next.
Yeah.
But remember, the future isn't something that simply happens to us.
Right.
We have the power to shape it, to co-create a reality that aligns with our values and aspirations.
That's a powerful thought to carry with us as we head into the final part of our deep dive.
Yes.
We'll be back after a quick break to wrap things up
Okay.
and explore what all of this means for each of us personally.
That's good.
Stay tuned.
Our game starts from here. Feel the joy in the air. The light can start shining bright, leading us through the night. Walking with fortune so near, luck and love crystal clear. Underneath the starlit sky, future's written in our eyes. I love you 9 on home 6.